Welcome to our free masterclass of manifestation here. You will realize that you are a wonderful manifester, and we will remove all the doubts. We have them. All what we realize in our lives are manifestations. And then we have our goals, our desires. Why is it not here? I make everything. And then we start thinking, am I doing something wrong? What is missing? And all these points we will address in this video. And believe me, at the end, you feel clear. Because where do the self-doubt come from? From our mind. And these self-doubts create a big resistance in the way we manifest. Whether it's the law of attraction, the law of assumption, or any other technique, the principle is everywhere the same. We have something in our mind and we think, I will be so much better. My life will be so much better when I have it, when I can do this, when I have this around. And from this moment on, we start focusing. We analyze and we think, what can I do that it comes quicker? And we already know without doing, we will slow down the process even more, because normally nobody makes this for us. It's our own work. But when we knew how to do it, we already had this project in our life. And the good thing is, you are already manifesting, because you are your own manifestation. Let me give you an example. A tree. When is a tree ready? As long as it is alive, it is never ready. It continues to grow. It continues to manifest itself. Without blossoms, there won't be apple. Without leaves, there won't be a tree. Is a tree ready when it has this height, or this height, or this height? No, the height doesn't matter. It is part of the process. Process. This means a manifestation is not a final result. It is always a process. Without blossoms, there won't be apples. And when we look at us, we are like the tree. You are already manifesting. Probably you are in the state of blossoming these flowers that will later bring the apple. So when should a tree be happy? Only when he has the apple. He can be happy that he is feeding the blossoms, all the leaves, another new branch that is part of the whole system, or even the roots that we can't even see. But the tree is building a lot of roots beyond the surface, and the roots are necessary. Without the roots, the tree can't live. And these roots are our deepest energies in our subconscious. Probably our subconscious has to grow a little more energy, more roots in us to be ready for the fruit. So when should a tree be grateful? In every state. Because every state is a part of the growing manifestation. The whole life of the tree is a complete manifestation. The leaves, the roots, the blossoms, the apple, another branch, and an intelligent tree sees this all and says, yes, all is fine. This makes all part of my life, of my general manifestations. Manifestations are not a final end result. They are always a process, a growing process. And by the way, there's never a final result. When we think we have the car, that you have an accident, you have to repair it, you want a new navigation system, a light bulb is broken, you have to repair it. Every new car, every new house is always evolving, always needs some things. When we want to learn something, we can always improve. Do we have the perfect health? No. Sometimes we have a flu, sometimes we cut our finger, sometimes something different. But our body is a healing machine. It gets hurt, it heals again. It gets hurt, it heals again. What a wonderful process. So where do I want to go to? I want that we understand that the idea alone of a new desire is already a part of the manifestation. If you never had this idea, this thing would never happen in your life. Then you make your first plans. They are part of the manifestation. When you get more clear, the manifestation becomes more clear. Should I meet these people or should I meet these? I prefer these people. We change the path to come closer from the blossom to the apple. And why is this so necessary that we come to this understanding? Because when we see the manifestation as a global process, then pay attention. We don't interfere with these doubts in our mind. Why is it not here? Relax. You're already on your way. Because these thoughts of doubt, they create resistance. They don't let the manifestation happen. When you say, this doesn't work, this is an energy problem. In this moment, you stop feeding the tree with water. Because every manifestation needs an architecture, a plan inside. And a plan with hope, sometimes just expectation. Because we know when we invest, we will get this. When we invest this, then we will get this. This is already the elevated version of being clear about the process. And let me repeat this. This is so important. Whenever we have some internal doubts, then we say no to the complete manifestation process. What a pity. We shouldn't do this. We bring up the resistance in us because of our doubt. And this is the core essence of this manifestation masterclass. Whatever manifestation technique you use, the law of attraction, the law of assumption, or any other technique, this principle is always the same. There are so many ways to get to your final result. But doubt, this inbuilt resistance, is a killer. And this is why most people suffer. And how can we replace the doubt? By belief, by being sure that you are full in the manifestation process. Believe to yourself. Believe in the process. That always works. This is so important that we are aware that manifestation is always a process. Any desired object never comes out of the blue. First there was a wish. Then there was this exciting energy. Then we had our plans. Then we do something. We try to manifest. Trying to manifest is doing something or thinking something to stay in the presence and being aware that it will come. Definitely. There's no other choice. Or you change direction. Sometimes we build up, and when you see, I think I don't want it anymore. I think I want something else. Then we change direction. From this moment on, we are no more focused. And then it dissolves. But this is a normal process. But as long as we are focusing on it, we gather more and more information. Inner plan gets more and more clear. And after the blossom comes the apple. So I think we got rid of the doubts, these resistant thoughts, and you can lean back and say, yeah, once again, It's clear. It's all about awareness. We should never come in this state of neediness. I want it, but it's not there. I want it, but it's not there. These are killer thoughts. You are already deeply in your way of manifesting your desire. As long as it's a desired object in your awareness, you put water to the tree. You put energy that it can grow. Thank you so much for thinking with me that we brought this in our awareness. And here's more good stuff in my archive.